Hey, hey, you guys. Good morning. David here. Um, I wanted to chat just a little bit this morning about getting back in the game, getting getting back on the path. Um, you know, Often we measure things in our conditioning has told us that we must be successful. If we're not successful by, a certain time or in a certain mode, often we feel like we failed. Um, I'm here to say that the game is it's never over until it's over, and then maybe then even it's not over. Um, but I love what Napoleon Hill said about success. Napoleon Hill said that success was the progressive realization of a worthy goal. And my goal here is to support people on the path of recovery, on the path of awakening, and you know, the whole idea of waking up from the life of duality, the right life of right and wrong, and good and bad, and success and failure is, I mean, that's the dream. That's even the dream of waking up is the dream, but that's the possibility to be, come one with our Maker and to be awakened. So anything on the path of that is part of it. It's happening. That's success. Keep keep in the journey. Keep in the journey. So in the area of recovery from alcoholism or addiction, it doesn't really matter how many times we supposedly fail, or we fall short, or we maybe we slip. That what matters is how many times we get back up, and that we're always, as long as we're still in the game, right? We're still in the game. And sometimes, you know, yesterday I talked about the fact that I got discouraged sometimes with guys because it's hard. It's hard to watch. Sometimes it is, and I apologize that, I was like, oh, really caught up in it yesterday, and not really seeing that everybody has to go through what they have to go through, and to find, their path, and on recovery, and who am I to say, what is the way. um, yeah. So don't get caught up in success or failure. I mean, you've they're the same, really, aren't they? If we're thinking, obsessively about success in anything, we're also aware of, or conscious of failure, and sometimes our wanting tells the universe that we don't have it, and it, wanting something too bad can keep it away. So just, stay in the journey. For my path of recovery, or um, you know, to awakening to wherever I am in this moment is been, um, you know, it's a very high value for me. It's become a very high value. I remember I had a teacher years ago, Paul Lowe, and Paul said, it had to be the number one most important thing. It can't, nothing else really can come ahead of it. And it's interesting. It doesn't mean that we can't have financial success, or that we can't be successful in relationship, or all of those things, or but our relationship with our higher power, with the moment, is comes ahead of that. And you know, so that's my piece for today. Um, Short but sweet. I hope, we're all successful. If you're watching this, if you've stayed to watch this, then you know we are successful. You are successful. We're April 14th. You're certainly interested in it, in awakening, uh, and enhancing or growing in your spiritual journey. So here we go. The 14th thought for the day. A police captain, it says, once told about certain cases he had come across in his police work. The case of the tragedy The cause of the tragedy in each case was drunkenness. He told an audience about a man who got to an argument with his wife while he was drunk and beat her to death. That's pretty tough, isn't it? Then he went out and drank some more. Uh, a police captain also told about a man who got too near the edge of an old quarry hole when he was drunk and fell 150 feet to his death. When I read or hear about these stories, do I think about our motto, but for the grace of God? But for the grace of God, there go I. Meditation for the day. I must keep balance by keeping spiritual things at the center of my life. That's, I guess, what I just said, isn't it? God will give me this poise and balance if I pray for it. This poise will give me power in dealing with the lives of others. This balance will manifest itself more and more in my own life. I should keep material things in their proper place and keep spiritual things in the center of my life, at the center of my life. Then I will be at peace amid the distractions of everyday life. So that's exactly what I was saying. That if we, it's especially when I talk about addiction or recovery from addiction or alcoholism. It isn't about not drinking or not using. The only way that we've discovered that we can have a peaceful, successful, serene recovery is through this relationship with a higher power. So it has to be number one. And prayer for the day. I pray that I may dwell with God in the center of my life. I pray that I may keep that inner peace at the center of my being. So that's the deal. That's the deal. Yeah. Okay, you guys. These are getting shorter and shorter. You know, progressive realization of a worthy goal. That's the deal. And just stay in the game. And if any of you ever want to reach out and talk to me about anything, or about recovery, or about awakening, or about relationship with a higher power, feel free to do that. I'm always available. So now we're going to have a little short meditation, very short. And if you could just find a space to get comfortable, or to get, just find a little space to get comfortable, and it's a safe space. Pull over if you're driving, and we're going to do like a 3-minute meditation. The reason I do this every day is to, encourage everyone to find that quiet space, practice in that quiet space. So here we go. Just close our eyes. Just drop in. Just drop in. Be here now. Yes. One way to come into this moment and be present in this stillness is through the breath. Breath can bring us into the moment. If thoughts come, just remember that we're not our thoughts. Often they're just random things, thoughts that come that have no real meaning or no urgency. Just let them go. Gently let them go. Just be here in this space, in this moment. No past, no future, no next, no shoulds, no shouldn'ts, no goods, no couldn'ts. Just be here now. Nothing to fix, nothing to do. thoughts really come in hard, sometimes I'll just drop into gratitude. I know it's not really being in the stillness, but sometimes I'll just drop into thank you, thank you, thank you. And it cleans everything up a bit. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to leave you. I'd like to stay in this space. Feel free. Love you guys. The key is always just to be here now. Where do we meet our Maker? In this moment. Thank you.